Day 3, for the first time the jury hears from a witness. Lead investigator Keith Arnaud, Assistant Police Commissioner, entered the courtroom in full uniform. He would spend the day walking jurors through how the murder investigation was built piece by piece. Arnaud told the court that telecommunications evidence began pointing investigators toward brothers Alfred and George Degiorgio. On the night before the murder, one of the phones under surveillance was traced to a potato shed in Malta, a location police already associated with the suspect. Two of the phones, he said, repeatedly connected to mobile masts covering St. Paul's Bay, near where the Degiorgio brothers lived. The fact that one of the brothers owned a boat, Arnaud told the jury, became a significant detail as investigators reconstructed the movements of the devices. Arnaud explained that whoever planted the bomb had clearly been watching Caruana Galizia because they knew she was inside the car. Investigators searched the Bidnija area for vantage points where her movements could have been monitored beforehand. Two locations stood out, one along the Victoria lines overlooking Bidnija, the other a garden near the MCAST campus, known locally as El Garusa Tal Mosta, which also offered a clear view of the area. The jury also heard how that final morning unfolded. Caruana Galizia's son, Matthew, told investigators his mother had been working on her blog before leaving the house, returning briefly to retrieve a forgotten checkbook, and then driving off again shortly before the explosion. Arnaud also testified about signal messages recovered by investigators. The messages referred to Yorgen Fenech and warned Theuma to be careful after Fenech allegedly learned that police were focusing on the Talmaksar group in Jebug. Investigators recovered a separate document, allegedly used by Theuma to record cash he received from Fenech. Arnaud said Theuma kept the receipts to show Fenech the money was being passed on to the Degiorgio brothers and that he was not keeping any of it for himself. According to the lead investigator, almost €500,000 was allegedly transferred this way, covering legal fees and other expenses for the brothers. The prosecution then turned to the alleged financing and planning of the murder itself. According to police testimony, Theuma told investigators that Fenech said, "I need to kill Daphne Caruana Galizia because she knows something about my uncle." Fenech then allegedly instructed Theuma to contact Alfred Degiorgio to commission the killing. The court heard that after the 2017 election, Fenech allegedly handed Theuma a brown envelope containing €150,000. The payment prosecutors say was intended for the murder plot. An initial €30,000 deposit, Theuma said, had already been paid. Arnaud also described Theuma as becoming increasingly anxious as the investigation progressed, particularly after police questioned Vince Muscat. Investigators believe that growing fear is what prompted Theuma to start secretly recording his conversations with Fenech and photographing messages, wanting evidence that he had not acted alone. The sitting ended with Arnaud expected to continue his testimony the following morning. Day 4, the investigator returns to the stand. That's the next video. Follow for a new update after every day the court sits.